Oh, well, hello there. It is that time of day again, and that time of week. It's Sunday, 29th of December. Can you believe it? 2024. My goodness. And the canal is filling up. Remember, I told you guys the canal would fill up here in northern Israel, where the rain has been plentiful the last several days, uh, since about Friday. And so there's actually been some flooding in northern Israel. And as you can see, the little ditch canal thing here, starting to fill up with some water. And may your cup runneth over, as they say. Now, what is happening in ye old Bitcoin markets and crypto markets? And why did I title this video Bitcoin and Crypto Dreams About to Die? Well, there are a lot of people putting their money on the wrong side of the trade today, as with every day. And we see it happening on the high time frames and the low time frames. And we see it happening in the liquidation pools on CoinGlass and other places. So what exactly is going on? Well, traders are unfortunately, for the most part, human, at least in the resale space. Even if they use bots, they're using cheap bots like at 3 Commas and other places. And they're putting their money on trades using lagging information, right? They're using RSI and stochastics and EMAs and SMAs, flags and channels and patterns, order boxes, Fibonacci's, and all manner of silly nonsense that does not actually pan out most of the time. In fact, even the people that quote unquote teach how to trade with traditional technical analysis will tell you themselves that their tools fail the majority of the time. And you know why that is? Well, that's because they're using tools based on price. Price is a lagging indicator because price is a product of the returns and the volatility, which causes those returns. What is volatility? Volatility is the standard deviation of returns. You can also calculate volatility as a Laplace deviation of returns, which just simply uses the Laplace distribution model. And at Alpha Trading, we actually created the first ever, as far as I know, as far as we know, the first ever Laplace volatility indicator. Our alpha volatility radar includes both normal distribution for the standard deviation of returns and Laplace distribution for the Laplace deviation of returns. Why do we use these two models? Well, we use them because they are incredibly accurate, and they are the ones that are used most frequently by the HFT firms and the quant shops. They run the markets. They run most orders on the market at any time, on any time frame, on any asset class, on any asset. So that is why they're incredibly accurate, because they are used the most by, again, the firms that have the biggest bags and place the most orders. They run literally millions of trades per second, with trades that last on average about 0.2 seconds. You've heard me say this time and again on my channel if you've been here before, but it is worth repeating, and that's why I keep repeating it. I see your message. What does it say? Cape, I don't know what you're saying. No, I don't speak Spanish, dude. But anyway, I don't speak Spanish. I mean, I understand it a little. I used to speak Spanish once upon a time a little bit better than I do today when I worked with a bunch of Spanish speakers, but that was a long, long time ago in a country far, far away. Back in the good old USA. Anyway, so what's happening with Bitcoin and crypto right now? Give me 1 second. What's happening with crypto and the VEPs right now is that we're seeing the assets being set up for some nice moves on all manner of different time frames, from the weekly to the daily, the 4 hour, even the 6 hour, 90 minute, 33 minute, 30 minute, 15 minute, 9 minute, 6 minute, 5 minute, 3 minute, 1 minute. We're seeing all kinds of different trades happening and all kinds of different setups happening. But if you know how to read the VEPs, and more importantly, you know how to take action on the VEPs information that you read correctly, and you take the correct action, your probability of being profitable is higher than about 99% of retail traders who, again, use lagging information to run their trades. So that's why we use the VEPs at Alpha Trading. That's why we developed the VEPs. We coined the acronym. We developed our suite of VEPs trading tools that you can get access to in our server. Just go to alphatradinghq.com/discord, and you can actually get a free volatility starter pack of indicators to use to trade volatility, probability, and statistics absolutely for free. Just go into the Discord, jump into the channel called Request Support, click on the button that says Create Ticket, and in that ticket just say you want your free access to the volatility starter pack of indicators, and include your TradingView username in that ticket so that we can hook you up with those indicators. And then you'll get 4, but really 5 indicators, because one of the indicators contains a direction predictor, effectively. And yes, you'll probably need to ask how to set that up, and we'll be happy to show you. And you get all the information you need education-wise to learn how to trade with the indicators, and you'll have access to the chats. You'll have access to the live stream where you can actually participate by voice as well as by text chat. Of course, you can also follow us on our video channel over on Rumble. I guess just by saying that, this video will probably never be seen by anybody, but that's okay. You guys here in the live stream got to hear it. So, what are we likely to see in the coming week? Well, it's the end of the year, so Sunday, Monday, Tuesday wraps up 2024. So Monday and Tuesday are likely to be pretty good days for scalps, as is Sunday, by the way, because when you have days like we have today, you see the asset moving along very nicely, especially on low time frames, where if you have the right position size, if you don't over leverage yourself, you can make some pretty nice gains on the low time frames, buying at the bottom of the little hills and selling at the top of the little hills. And those can happen pretty quickly, especially if you're trading like on the 1 minute or the 3 minute or the 6 minute, right? Or even the 15 minute. In the 15 minute, you can obviously make more percentage gains if you have more patience for the bigger hills to finish, but you can run more trades on the lower time frames. So, you know, the probability is good that you can also stack more profits by trading on the very low time frames, like the 3 minute or the 1 minute. Hold on, guys. It's raining here and it's covering my, it's getting onto my screen here. Anyway, so what is it that you can do today to stack more Satoshis or more lights if you trade Litecoin, or more souls if you trade, or whatever the Solana units are called, or suns if you trade Tron for some reason, or whatever you trade. Since today, obviously, traditional markets are closed until the futures markets open. Well, again, like I said, you can trade volatility, probabilities, and statistics on low time frames, and you can get access to that through our server. Now, does it mean you can just hop on now, grab your free volatility starter pack, and instantly trade volatility? Well, if you're an incredibly fast learner, well, maybe you can go ahead and also grab our free cheat sheet, which shows you the 6 tendencies of price action, right? It's the 6 tendencies of the probability of the direction of price based on volatility. So just for an example, if volatility is expanding and correlation is expanding, and they're both positive, well, then price action is likely to go up. If volatility is contracting and correlation is expanding, well, typically price action will go down. Or if the opposite, if volatility is expanding and the correlation is contracting, also price action will go down. So what's important to know is you can get that free cheat sheet in our free tools channel. Again, free to enter the Discord, free to go into the free tools channel, free to get your free access to the volatility starter pack of indicators. You also get a chart when you do that, and the chart is free and it is pre-populated with all of the volatility starter pack indicators. All you have to do when you get that chart is go into the source settings. Go into the settings of the Pearson correlation, right, the ATPC indicator, and set source 1, or the source 1 field in the settings window of the inputs, or the inputs window of the settings, I should say. And you just select the relevant AVP indicator. If you have a premium account on TradingView, then you'll have a few sources to set, because there are 3 pairs of AVP and ATPC there, so that you can see short length, middle length, and long length settings. And that's useful because if you have 3 different volatility reads, you can tell what's likely to happen on the short length, middle length, and long length of the volatility. And you just set each of those ATPC indicators to the relevant source. Again, AVP, and they're listed from top to bottom, just like they are in your chart. So the first one you set, the top one will be the top ATPC, the middle one will be the middle ATPC, and the bottom one will be the bottom ATPC. If you don't have a premium account, you have like a lower grade account on TradingView, you can still use that. If you have like even a basic account, you should be able to at least see at least 1 or 2 of those ATPCs on your chart. I forget how many there are, how many indicators you can put on your chart with lower packages, but if you're a serious trader, or if you want to be a serious trader, then you probably have at least a paid account, even if it's the cheapest level on TradingView. And if you are actually a serious trader, you probably have or should have the premium account or their new ultimate level or whatever it's called, so that you can easily see all those indicators. You might also be a serious trader and only have the level below premium, and that's also fine. I think you can still see all three, if not two, of the pairs of that indicator on your chart. But what you get in addition to the AVP and the ATPC is you get the alpha laser returns, which is a returns oscillator. Because again, we do everything based on the calculations of returns at Alpha Trading, because that's what investors and professional traders at HFT firms actually use. They calculate the returns, because that's what matters. What are returns? Returns are returns on investment, ROI, right? So that's why we calculate things based on the returns, because that's how the market runs. In addition to the ALR giving you the returns as an oscillator, you can use it to spot divergences between the returns and the price, because that is actually the best way, really the main way, to calculate divergences. We also have an entropy oscillator where you can do that, but that's really for people who already have the Pro Traders package, and most people don't even use that one. They just use the returns oscillator that we have, which is separate from the alpha laser returns oscillator. They're different, but they basically serve the same function. So in addition to that, the ALR also has built into it a direction predictor, which is actually a separate indicator. And somehow we let it slip through, maybe on purpose, maybe not, who knows. But we gave away access to that indicator as well. And if it's not showing up in your indicator automatically, well, we can show you how to do that. It's very easy. There's just one or two settings to use, and you'll see it appear, and that will be your direction predictor. In addition to that, you get access to actually an indicator that's free, that you don't even need to be in our Discord to get, but it's worth being in the Discord, and it's worth getting all the other tools because they're free. The AVQ, the Alpha Volatility Quality Indicator, and that gives you access to see literally the quality of the volatility. Is it high? Is it low? Is it above the MA? Is it below the MA? And that is very useful because when it dips below the MA, you're typically good for a short. And when it goes above the MA, you're typically good for a long. And that's again on any asset, on any time frame. It's an extremely accurate directional indicator. It's like highly directional. It is not designed to get you every last candle of the trade, but it is designed to get you the bulk majority of the trades. So it's a really great indicator to know when to get in and when to hold and when to actually get out. Hold on 1 second again. All right, there you go. So those 5 indicators are absolutely free to you if you just go into our Discord and, like I said, request your free access to our volatility starter pack of indicators. So what else should you know about Bitcoin right now and the altcoin market? Well, everybody and their mother who says they're a financial analyst or a crypto analyst or a market analyst or a trading expert, they all tell you, oh, there's going to be a bull run continuation in 2025. It's going to go to the moon. Well, if you're actually an intraday trader, like a scalper or a day trader, then you should know that whatever long-term predictions people make, like beyond today, is pure conjecture, okay? Now, we have tools at Alpha Trading that are so good that you can actually look into the future and see the likely direction of the assets on higher time frames. But That said, if you're actually a professional trader, you don't want to trade super high time frames. You don't want to swing trade crypto, right? It's an extremely volatile asset class. You want to go in, take your trades, take your profits, or make your trades, take your profits, and get out. And if you're actively a day trader, you want to do that as often as possible within reason during the day. So that means, you're not trying to compete with bots that are trading a million times per second or millions of times per second, but you want to be preferably doing multiple trades in a day. Anywhere between 4 and 10 trades in a day is probably sufficient to stack some very nice gains over time. That's not financial advice, but that's just technical advice about how to run a profitable trading account. If you are running the trades correctly, making the right decisions, and being consistently profitable with your trades. So, again, can you just go into the Alpha Trading Discord, get your free tools, get the free cheat sheet, and start trading today? In all likelihood, probably not, because it takes time to learn these things. Right? It's very counterintuitive to many people, especially those who've been already poisoned in the mind by traditional TA. Right? So what you're going to want to do is use the chart that we give you. Don't look at your traditional TA tools. Just forget they exist. And learn to use our VEPS tools, because they're better. Now, if you want, you can keep a separate tab open with your favorite traditional TA tools as you learn not to use the traditional TA tools, but just to see how bad they are compared to our VEPS tools. Why do I say that? Well, because if you have a good eye and a smart mind, you will see very quickly just how bad they are. Right? Like RSI. It's a horrible indicator. It's a really S-word indicator. There you go. Even the gods of rain are shouting when I mention that indicator. They don't like it either. And I understand them, because it's a really crappy indicator. Consider this. The guy who made RSI was a failed engineer who then became a failed architect. And then he decided, you know what, I'm going to make a trading indicator. And he did. And he sold quite a lot of them and made quite a bit of money. So yay for him. But the problem is he uses terrible math. In fact, his math is so bad that he divides by 1 in the formula. I'm not kidding. If you look at the RSI formula, you'll see it divides by 1. And anybody who's ever been to, kindergarten or first grade knows that if you divide by 1, you get the same number. So it's a useless division, which means it's a dumb mathematical formula, because there's no need for that. And that's just one piece of evidence that shows you how ridiculous it is. Same thing with EMA. EMA is also a terrible indicator. And so is SMA. Why? Because all they show you is where price has been in the past. Who cares where price has been? LOL, you scared of your charts, bud? No, I'm not scared of your charts. Hey, here's the thing. If you think your charts are better than what we use with the VEPS, I beseech you, I ask you to come into our Discord, and in the public channel, feel free to post your charts and show us how much better they are, you think, than our VEPS indicators. And we will show you why the VEPS indicators are actually better and give you a quantifiable, that is a measurable mathematical edge. And when was the last time you ever actually heard anybody tell you in traditional TA, here's how you calculate your edge exactly, and it is quantifiable and measurable, and you can actually count on it? Well, with the VEPS tools, you actually can. Why? Well, because our tools are built to be used to trade, right? They're not tools designed to just gawk at and draw silly lines on, or silly boxes, or silly nonsense. You want to go play with colors? You want to do Crayola for grown-ups? Go right ahead. Go back to art school for grown-ups and knock yourself out. But seriously, if you think your traditional TA tools are better than our VEPS tools, then by all means, come on into the Alpha Trading Discord. Show us what you got. We'd love to see it. We are very open-minded. We definitely are happy to see whatever you think you have is better than whatever we have. And yeah, we will be more than happy to compare our indicators and your indicators. We'll even do it on a live stream if you want, or we'll just do it in the channel, in the Discord. By the way, there is a live stream happening today in our Rumble channel. If you go to Rumble and you look for Alpha Trading VEPS, that's VEPS, just search for Alpha Trading VEPS, and you should find our channel. And you should be able to watch our live stream today, which will be happening at around the time of futures market open, or end of the week on crypto, beginning of the new week on crypto, Bitcoin and the like. And you should be able to enjoy, even if you don't want to trade the way we're trading, even if you just want to listen, lurk, and see for yourself how accurate our information is. I welcome you there. And hopefully that is useful information for you. If you like what you saw here, by all means, please give us the old sub and like and comment and share, as the algo gods seem to like that sort of thing around here on the YouTubes. I'd really appreciate it, because even though I don't really care if we ever get 1,000 or 10,000 people trading our way, it'll probably never get to that size, because people just don't want to learn a different way to trade. They're perfectly happy losing money using traditional technical analysis. Apparently they're afraid of making money using better maths. You know, I do want to reach out to as many people that actually want to learn how to trade. And we've had a good number of people over the years join our Discord and become successful traders, and good for them. But we don't do heavy marketing of our channel, because we really don't want 10,000 or 100,000 people trading with our tools. Because if everyone was trading with our tools, well, that might skew the profitability of some people's trades. And yeah, we like having 99.9% of the retail traders on the other side of our trades, because they are sure to lose the vast overwhelming majority of the time. So if you're one of those people who actually wants to learn a better way to trade and has an open mind and isn't just set in your ways on traditional TA, and if you can honestly look at yourself in the mirror and say whether or not you're winning or losing consistently, and you admit to yourself, if you're one of those 99.9% that you're actually losing consistently, well then by all means, come on into our Discord and you know, learn, again, for absolutely free, a better way to trade using the same maths that are used by the high frequency trading firms and the quant shops that build algos for HFT firms and for themselves. All right, that's going to do it for now, folks. I will talk with you later. Hope you have a wonderful, pleasant Sunday. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Happy trading.